Hello, I'm Dindin Reyes and welcome again to our yoga class. Today we'll be doing something a little bit more dynamic, lengthening and strengthening our bodies. And whether we're doing something more dynamic or not, we're always here to be one with the breath. So remember, always we inhale and we exhale. If you ever feel like you're getting tired today or maybe something is painful, let's take a rest in child's pose, which you will see a little bit later on. If you have any injuries or maybe you're feeling sick, you could check with the doctor first before trying this out. First, let's get settled in our space, making sure we've got our yoga mats, our straps, our blocks, and so we'll start now. We will begin in child's pose, and child's pose is also the pose that you can come back to when you need to rest or take a breath. So to do that, we're going to come up into our knees, and then you can do two versions. The first is to have your knees together, or you can have your knees apart, as wide as the mat. So with this option, you're already opening your hips. And whatever option you're choosing, you're just going to walk your hands forwards until you can bring your head down on the floor. If you like, you can bring your head down on a block and just look down, close your eyes. We release the hands so the fingertips are free, and we begin to breathe in and we begin to breathe out. So at the start, just noticing now if our breath is long or if our breath is short. Noticing if we are able to breathe through the whole belly, or maybe there's a little bit of feeling of tightness in the belly or in the chest. Just knowing what we're starting with, doing our best to breathe in until our belly is quite full. And then exhaling, emptying all that air out through the nose. You breathe through the nose to make the breath a little slower. And here, if you feel like you need to fidget in any way, maybe moving your fingers, you can do that for a bit. But once you've done it, go back to finding stillness. It's very rare that we have the opportunity just to do nothing, but breathe in and breathe out. Now let's take 10 breaths together, just to get a little bit more quiet in the body, a little bit more quiet in the mind. Before we begin, maybe you can try to sit down more on your ankles, really trying to drop your bum towards the heels of the feet. Lay down the shoulders, so imagine rolling the shoulders out, maybe even spreading the fingers a little bit so you feel the lightness in between the fingers. Now let's exhale together to synchronize our breath. And breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Before we come up to rise from our child's pose, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice, dedicating our time here to anything, anyone, maybe a desire, and think of your intention on your next inhale, and then exhale, you let it go, knowing that we are here for a reason. From our child's pose, slowly we're going to come up to rise. So press your hands down on the ground and slowly lift your head off the ground, coming into an all-fours position. So that means bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Your ankles are soft and you're just looking down at your hands. Spread your fingers wide already. On an inhale, we inflate the belly, drop it down, and start to look forward, maybe even up. Exhale, push the floor away around the back and draw your belly in. Inhale, drop the belly, lifting the bum, rolling the shoulders out. Exhale, try to exhale more air out, maybe even press the ankles down. Inhale, drop your belly, roll the shoulders out. You can close your eyes. Exhale, push the belly in just as much as you can. And then inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Exhale here. Now on our inhale, let's reach our right arm out in front or to the side. Exhale, bring your right hand underneath the left, rest on your right shoulder and your right cheek. And then you can stay here or extend your left arm forward, straightening the left arm. And we're going to stay for 2 breaths. You can just rest your head, and again you can close your eyes. Return to breathing in and breathing out. Now, on your own, come back to tabletop, maybe bringing that left hand close to your face again and coming onto all fours again. Let's do another 3 rounds of cat and cow. So rise up. Good. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale, dropping the belly again. Exhale, round the spine and soften the face. Inhale, drop the belly so it's the belly that moves, not the face. Exhale, rounding the spine. Take one last one. Inhale, drop your belly as low as you can. Exhale and round the spine as much as you can. Inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop with our back relatively flat. Exhale here. Inhale, left arm lifts out to the side. Exhale, insert it underneath. This time rest on the left shoulder and cheek, and then we extend the right arm forward. We take 2 breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Come back to tabletop. So bringing your right hand first, and then hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Now we're going to come into downward facing dog or a letter V position with the body. You bring your hands 1 handprint in front. Spread your fingers wide like there's a web in between each finger. Tuck your toes on the mat. Good. And then on an inhale, come back to child's pose like you're going to sit down. Exhale, lift your knees and send yourself up, your hips up. To begin with, you can simply bend your knees, especially if you have tight hamstrings, but if you feel quite flexible, you can straighten your legs already and then drop your heels down to the ground. We're going to stay for 5 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, take as many steps as you need to walk your feet forwards towards your hands. Walking the feet forwards. Once you're there, exhale, bend your knees, drop your head down to the ground, and here you can shake your head, maybe even shaking the arms, swaying from side to side, just letting the spine lengthen. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, end up looking up at the thumbs. Exhale, hands down to the sides. Good. We come to Tadasana, that is with our big toes touching, or you can have your feet slightly apart. Press all 4 corners of your feet down, all 10 toes. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold again. This time, step your left foot back. Bring your left knee down. Sink your hips onto the ground. And then make sure that your right knee and right ankle are in the same line. So you're going to have to push your foot forward. Good. And then we're going to inhale, reach our arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to sink our hips on the ground, drop our shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Release the fingers. Exhale, hands down on the floor. Now, inhale, step both of your feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. And then step your right foot back. And then bring your right knee down on the ground. Good. Again, everything in the same line. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sink your hips down. Reach the fingertips up, breathe in. Exhale, side stretch, this time to the left. So feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. You can look forward, or even look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale exhale. Inhale back to center, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands down on the floor, and then tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and step back to downward facing dog, or that letter B position with the body. Let's take 2 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, spread your feet, breathe in, breathe out, taking another inhale, and exhale. Look forward. And then inhale once again, step the left foot forward. You can walk or even carry it there. So this is the left foot. And then bring the right knee down on the ground. Good. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sink your hips low to the ground. On an inhale, reach forward with the arms. And then exhale, we open the arms to cactus, leaning back. So mobilizing the spine. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, leaning back. Maybe starting to look up. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, arms up, back to your neutral spine. Exhale, hands down on the ground. Inhale, step your right foot forward again, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Now, step your left foot back and bring your left knee down. Your right knee and ankle are in the same line, so push your foot forward. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sinking your hips. Good, keep your arms up. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, and pulling back. Inhale, reach forward. If you have exhale, pull back. You can squeeze your legs together for balance. So open out. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down on the floor. And then step back to downward facing dog for another 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, step your feet forward. Walk them forward towards your hands. Exhale, fold to our Uttanasana, dropping our head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Starting to get warmer in the legs. Exhale, fold, and then we're going to step the left foot back. Good. We'll turn it down 90 degrees so it's facing the side completely. And then we're going to open the arms out to a T. So the right arm is reaching forward, the left arm is reaching back into Warrior 2. Our front knee is facing the front. Good. And it's kind of pointing to the pinky toe. Your fingers are reaching forward and back. We do not lean forward. Our shoulders are just in line with the hips. Draw your belly in and draw your bum in. Bum in. Take another inhale. Relax the shoulders. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up. Exhale and then bring them out again. Inhale, up. Gathering good energy. Exhale, releasing out through the fingertips. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. Good. Now inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring your right elbow on your right knee. Lift your left arm up and over. So your palm is facing the floor. And so it's not the shoulder, it's the elbow. Good. Once you're on your elbow, push your elbow down so your head is far away and you're supported. Our palm is facing the floor and keep on reaching it forward to stretch the side body. Keep on pressing your back pinky toe down and then maybe you can lunge deeper. Draw your belly in. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, reach your hand over to touch your hip. Exhale and reach it over to the front. Inhale, flowing it back, mobilizing our shoulder. Exhale. And once again, inhale. Exhale. Look down. Bring both hands on the floor to frame your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Now step, walk, or carry your left foot forward. So if you're going to carry it, you're just going to reach for your ankle and put it forward. Turn your right foot out. So your right foot is behind you and then turn it out 90 degrees. Good. Open your arms out to a T. Good. Draw your belly in. Look forward. So we're looking at our front fingertips. Soften on the shoulders. Draw the belly up to the ribs. One more breath. Breathe in. So we're still breathing. Breathe out. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, extend out, looking forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, feeling the strength in our legs. Inhale, up. And exhale. Reach forward. Bring your left elbow on the left knee. Again, we're not leaning on that elbow. Reach your arm up and over. Take 3 breaths. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the energy reaching out through the fingertips. Another inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring your hand towards your hip. Good. Exhale and arm reaches over. Inhale, hand towards the hip. Exhale, reaching over. And one more. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Carrying your head. Good. Reach over. Look down. Bring both hands on the floor. And quietly step back downward facing dog for another set of inhale. Good. Another set of exhale. So in between the hands or very near the hands. Good. Turn your left foot out again. We're going to come back to our warrior 2. Inhale, open the arms. And bring the arms out to a T. Good. Bend your knee more. Your right knee is pointing to your right pinky toe. So, let's all face this side of the room. Yeah. Good. And then on an inhale, we're going to reach forward. Bring your right elbow down and left arm over. Just a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, bring your back hand on your back thigh. Reach forward, flip your palm. On an inhale, draw an arc with the tip of the fingers coming into a reverse warrior. So this is again to stretch the side seam of the body. Draw your bum in, draw your belly in. It's not a back bend, it's a stretch for the side seam, so we're facing the side. Again, we're reaching for the back. Our right knee is pointing to our right pinky toe. And if again you have a hard time balancing, draw your legs together, squeeze the inner thighs together. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to warrior 2, looking forward. Exhale, hands down on the ground. And step back to downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or carry your left foot forward. Right foot out for warrior 2. Good. Open your arms out to a T. Always we are looking forward at our front fingertips, so forward. Bend your knee, left knee pointing to the pinky toe. Reach forward, left elbow on the left knee. Reach your arm up and over. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior 2 again. Flip your front palm, lay down your right hand on the thigh, and then an inhale, come to reverse warrior, stretching the opposite side of the body. Draw your bum down, draw your belly in, so sucking the ribs in like you're wearing a corset. Exhale, hands down on the floor. Now, on an inhale, we're going to step back, not into downward dog, but in our plank. So plank is our bodies are long and straight, and our body is parallel to the floor. Push the floor away. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your knees down. Untuck your toes. On an inhale, face the lines of your elbows forward. Exhale, reaching the chin slightly forward. Take another breath in. Exhale, bring your chin down on the floor, but keep your bum up. Inhale, slide forward onto your belly. Lift your chest. Squeeze the elbows in for our back bend. and release. Tuck your toes on the mat. Sit back in child's pose and downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, forward. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to the heart center. We can close our eyes. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Everyone's okay? Yeah. So we'll continue. Inhale, reach our arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's close our eyes for a little bit of time. Together, let's all take a long breath in, a long breath out, a breath in, and a breath out. Your eyes are closed. You can open them and slowly bring the hands to the side and continue. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling again. Exhale, fold forwards towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift up. And then exhale, hands down. And then step your left foot back again. Bring your left foot out. And for this round, you can make it a little bit longer, the stance. Bring your arms out to a T. Let's return to warrior 2. And then another 3 breaths. So again, your both hands are in the same line. You are looking forward to your front fingertips. You're squeezing the legs together. The right knee is pointing out to the pinky toe. Breathe in and breathe out. Straighten your front leg. Toe heel your feet one step in. So it's a little bit shorter now. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we simply tip over. And then we're going to bring our right hand on our shin and lift our left arm up for Trikonasana or triangle pose. In Trikonasana, our hand is just right above our shoulder and we are reaching up just as much as we are reaching down. Let's try not to put so much weight on that hand, but you can rest it on the leg. You can look down, look up, or just look to the side. Open the chest and imagine you're leaning back. So you want the line of the torso to be in the same line as your leg. Draw the legs together. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your front knee slightly and then rise up. Warrior 2 again. Looking forward. Exhale. The hands down on the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step up or carry your left foot forward. Bring your right foot down. Open the arms out to a T and another 3 breaths in warrior 2. So warrior 2 is good for strengthening the legs, for toning the arms, look forward, and for opening the hips, especially when we do bring the left knee to the feet. So breathe in. Lunge deeper, breathe out. Now straighten both of your legs. Toe heel your foot one step in. So we want the heels to be in the same line. So look at your feet. Your heel, good. And it's pointing 90 degrees out. Now reach your left arm up. So left arm up. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, tipping forward. Eventually resting that left hand on the left shin, right arm reaching up, staying for 3 breaths. Looking to the side or looking up, draw your belly in, lean back towards the back. Breathe in, squeeze your legs together for balance, breathe out. Bend your knees slightly, inhale, warrior 2, bending front knee, looking forward. Exhale, hands down on the ground. Step back, downward facing dog, 1 breath. Breathe in. Inhale. Once again, step your right foot forward. In between your hands, open up. Warrior 2. Once you're in warrior 2, straighten your front leg already. Reach your right arm up already. Breathe in. Exhale to Trikonasana for just a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your front leg again and then bring your back hand down on your back thigh. Reach your right arm up, inhale. Exhale and we tip backwards into the reverse Trikonasana. Again, stretching the side body. You can extend your hand so it's resting on your calf. But if your hand's on your knee, don't put that much weight on it. Your palm is facing down to the floor and your fingertips are reaching for the crease between the wall and the ceiling. Try not to lean forward so your chest is in line with your leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two. Bend your front knee again. Look at your front fingertip. Exhale, hands down on the floor. Downward facing dog. You do one last set. We always have to do both sides. Inhale, left foot steps forward, or you can carry it forward. Right foot out 90 degrees. Open the arms out, warrior two. Once we're there, we straighten our front leg. We're looking forward, reach our left arm up. Inhale, exhale, tipping forward. Trikonasana, just a single breath. Inhale, single breath. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Looking forward. Exhale, straighten your leg. Reach your left arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, over to reverse Trikonasana. And we stay for 3 breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Squeeze your foot forward. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, warrior two again. Exhale, hands down on the ground. Again, we return to our plank. Inhale, step back to plank. So your bum is not up or down. Good. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, chin down, bum up. Inhale, sliding forward, belly down. Roll the shoulders back. Toenails and hips on the ground. Exhale, tuck toes. Come into child's pose. And then downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Remembering that downward facing dog is with the feet as wide as the hips. Heels coming down, fingers spread wide. And every time you exhale, try to bring the chest closer to the legs. A long inhale in. Long exhale. Excellent. Inhale, step both of your feet forward. Exhale, folding forward. Drop your head, look in between your legs. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to the side. Okay, everyone's done well. We're going to continue. Take just one breath, inhale to center ourselves. One breath, exhale. Bring your hands on your hips. And then you're going to bring your feet as wide as the mat with the toes pointing out. Good. You're going to bring your hands on top of your knees. Roll the shoulders back. And then inhale. Inhale. Bend your knees. Slide your hands down your thighs. Exhale. Fold forward and drop your head like a rag doll. Inhale. Draw your belly in and slowly rise up to stand. Exhale and circle the arms back. Looking forward. Good. 2 more rounds. Inhale, bending down into our squat. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, standing up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, and circling the arms, opening the chest. One last. Inhale, bending the knees. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, standing up. And exhale, freeing the chest, hands to the side. Good. Bring your hands together. And toe heel the feet together again. Breathing in. Feeling the body very warm. Breathing out. Now if we return back to the Vinyasa, hands to the side. Looking forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. We're going to do some balancing poses. Bring your hands on your hips. And then we'll start with our right foot on the ground. You can bring your left foot either on your ankle, hands on hips, or underneath your knee, or you can pick your foot up and then put it right on the upper thigh. So choose the option that you'll be able to keep for a long time, but not on the knee, so not here, either below it or above it. Good. Look forward at something that's not moving. Press your left foot into the right thigh to create some opposition. If you're comfortable, you can bring your hands to your heart center, still calmly looking forward. Or, still comfortable, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, maybe even looking up. You stay for 3 breaths. Breathe in, draw your belly in, breathe out. Good. It's always available to come back to hands to the heart. One last inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's all bring our hands back to the heart. And first bring our hands back on the hip. Keep your left leg lifted, just point it forward. And your knees pointing forward, your foot is flexed, so it's fully active. Now we're going to bring our right hand on top of our right knee. Coming into a twist. Inhale. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, look to the left, and then we're going to send our left arm out to the side. If this becomes too much for you, you can always bring your hand on your hip and stay there. And you can even tip your toe to the front if it's hard to balance. If you wanted to intensify, you can reach for your big toe and then straighten the leg. Take one more breath. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Everyone bring your left hand back on the hip. Let's all return to bending the knee. Look forward, hand to the heart center, and release the leg. Hands to the side, shaking the legs. And this time it's to the left foot, either on the ankle, underneath your knee, or right on the top thigh. Once you're ready, you can keep your hands on your hips, or hands to the heart center. Again, looking forward at something that's not moving. If you feel comfortable, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, drop the shoulders, and take 2 breaths. Breathe in, and breathe out. Good, inhale. Try to get the palms to close. Good, breathe out. Let's all return to bringing first our hands to the heart, and then hands to the hips. Keep your left leg lifted, just bring it forward, right foot flexed. Bring your left hand on the right knee. Look to the side, reach your right arm up. Good, and then send your arm out. If you did so earlier, you can either bring your foot down to rest, or you can extend, reach for your big toe, and then extend the leg. Take 1 breath, inhale. Doesn't have to straighten, breathe out. Bend your knee again. Left hand on the right knee. Look forward, release. Hands to the heart center. And bring your feet down, hands to the side. Breathing in. Breathing out. And again, tiptoeing once. Good, a second time. And a third time. Pull the shoulders out. Finally, we're going to come to sit. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, forwards. Exhale, fold, bend your knees a lot, and simply come to sit down on the floor as quietly as you can. Good. Now first we're going to sit up. Your legs straight. If it's hard for you to sit up, meaning you're doing this, and it's hard to open your chest, you can always sit on a block. And then from here, so if you have a strap, use the strap. Or if you're at home and you don't have a strap, you can use towels. So we can use our towel. And what we're going to do is we're going to loop it around our toes, feet. Good. We can exchange. Good. So we're going to lift our chest, and then with the arms that are holding the towel, you hold it. So any material is okay. You can also use a scarf, anything. Breathe in, and then exhale. You're going to fold forwards. If you really need to, you can bend your knees, and you'll feel the stretch underneath the legs and lower back. While you're here, look forward at your big toes, but without cranking your neck. Relax the shoulders. So pull the shoulders down. Look forward. If you want to go deeper, on an inhale, draw the belly in, lengthen the spine. Exhale and imagine lying down on top of your legs. You're going to stay for 3 breaths. If you don't need a strap, you can hold onto the sides of your feet or maybe your big toes. Breathe in. Exhale. Stay for 2 more breaths. Inhale, draw your belly in, lengthen the spine like your crown of the head is reaching forward. Exhale, fold. 1 last. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now release the strap. Put it to the side. Bring your hands to the side. Then slowly roll up to sit. If you're on a block, you can get off the block. Then we're going to bend our knees. Bring our feet together, then we're going to open our feet to the sides. If you're feeling more flexible today, you can bring it close to you. If you're feeling not so flexible, you can bring it far away from you. Good. So again, we're going to lift our chest. And then we're going to exhale and fold forward slowly. If you'd like, you can have a block in between your feet, so that eventually you can maybe bring your head down on the block. You can put it on the highest setting, so you can just rest here. Stay for 5 breaths. You can close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take 1 last inhale. And exhale. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Draw your belly in and roll up. Good. Now, bend your knees. And then we're going to have our hands underneath our knees. So finally we're going to lie down. If you're at the back of the mat, just move forward. So you have room behind you to lie down. Good. And before we lie down, so you can move the strap, the block if it's bothering you. Before we lie down completely and rest completely, we'll do our Navasana. So it's a core exercise. We have our hands underneath our knees. We roll our shoulders back. We bring our shoulders down. On an inhale, you can balance on your hips and lift your toes. Good. Try to keep the knees at least close together. You can stay here or bring your feet parallel to the floor. You can, so the first option is to do this, and you can rest here or advance. You can also bring your arms forward, and if you feel really strong, you can lengthen your legs. You can also, if you try this and you don't like it, you can come back to...
Sorry.
It's okay. Should we do that again? Oh, it's okay. So if you find that you tried this and you didn't like it, you can always bring your hands back on your knees and return to something simpler. So we'll stay for 4 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. And it's natural that you will rock back and forth. Just try to stay upright and roll the shoulders back again. Another inhale. Exhale. And finally, drop your feet and hug your knees. Good, look forward. Let's lie down now, hands underneath our knees. Roll the shoulders back. If you want something more challenging, you can have the hands forward. So breathe in. And then exhale, let's just lie down as slowly as we can. You can close your eyes. And everyone will get there on their own time. Once you're there, hug your knees again. Almost resting in our Shavasana. Let's just do 1 back bend and 1 twist. So bring your feet down on the floor. And then bring them as wide as your hips or wider than the hips. The knees are bent. The feet are on the floor. So bring your hands on the floor, palms facing down. Good. And then you want your feet to be close to your hands. So make it back. Good. And then your toes are either pointing forward or slightly inward. Press your hands down. Inhale, press your belly down so the back is flat. And then exhale, lift your hips up off the floor into our bridge pose. Good. Interlace your fingers. And then push your palms down on the floor so you can lift your hips higher. And we want our belly button to imagine reaching the ceiling, and take 3 more rounds of the breath. Make sure the toes are pointing forward. Good. Another inhale and exhale. First, stay up. Release your hands. Bring your palms flat. And then slowly lie down the upper back, middle back, finally the hips. Excellent. Now we'll come to the twist. Bring your arms out to a T. Bump your hips to the right. So the hip is on the right edge of the mat. Yep. And then drop your knees down to the left. And you can stay here, or if you want to get deeper stretch, you can, and you have some room, you can straighten the legs to the side, both legs. And stay here for 5 breaths. And already lying down, breathe in. Breathe out 4. Closing the eyes if you feel like closing the eyes already. And just stretching out what needs to be stretched. Twists are very good for the digestive system, so we end with that. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your knees again, bring your knees up. Good. Bump your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right and straighten the legs already. The toes, even in the fingers, and especially in the face. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees to bend again, hugging the knees now. Once you're hugging the knees back into your chest, forehead to knees, try to close the gap, hug yourself tightly, thanking yourself for a good hard work on the mat. And then straighten your legs. Finally come into Shavasana. Bringing your feet as wide as the mat, toes pointing out, palms facing up. Closing the eyes. So if you have a towel, you can use it to cover your eyes. If you feel like your knees hurt or your lower back hurts, at home you can put pillows underneath your knees. So we're spreading the feet as wide as the mat. As wide as the mat, open the feet.